autoplay has not worked again. Interesting. Why is it not working? Anyway, welcome in everyone. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. It just doesn't want to work, so guess we're doing it this way. Good old trusty motion capture. I will switch headphones here so to get myself in the atmosphere of winning a championship, you know what I mean? But we will see what we're doing here. Chat, I have evaluated last episode. I'm pretty sure that we are pretty much sweet until the end of the season, because I think Yuki has... I'm pretty sure we did the math last episode. We can always do the math again here. Welcome in, Sean. Is this the stream we are going to get Bearman? We will see. I think the more important thing this stream, Sean, initially is to just get the drivers locked up. Once we know the drivers is ours, then we will debate who is the right driver to get. Welcome into the stream, R, as well. Welcome in. I'm going to turn this down so I'm not shouting, because I'm just going to shout over the sound. I tell you what was I going to say? So, Leclerc's control and Verstappen's control have gone back up to 100 again. So, I don't know why their control was so bad earlier, but it's now back at 100, so I don't know. Meanwhile, any interesting stats from other drivers? I mean, we did go over that the last episode. There's not really too much that stands out to me. Norris is the outside shout. Norris would be the safe shout if we're not keeping Verstappen. But I think Bearman has earned his place in an F1 car and deserves his shot. But we did do the math last time out. Do you remember what the math was, Sean, by any chance? Because I'm going to redo the math here. Calculator. 338 minus 165 is 173 is the gap to Yuki. 173 is the gap to Yuki at the moment. And if we go to our Grand Prix, Jesus. So there's a sprint race, there's a sprint race, and there's a sprint race. So 25. Oh, that's not how you spelled. 25 times 6 plus 30 plus 6 minus 173. So if we outscore, 186 points is the maximum amount of points that Tsunoda can score. If we outscore Tsunoda by 13 points, then the Drivers' Championship is ours. So 13 points is all we need, chat. But we have to outscore Yuki by 13 points, that is. So we will see here as we move on. I think we can do some more research now that we know that information. Maybe some suspension. We kind of leave suspension normally at the wayside, so we'll do some suspension, and I think we'll do some front wing as well, because we normally leave it by the wayside as well. But I'm gonna open the door now to using some more of the cost cap with 14 million remaining. And I think we can use the rest of the money we have, because we only need 13 points here to seal the Drivers' Championship. And that's only 13 points if Yuki is perfect. Trying to work out, is that how many points we have to beat Yuki by, or is that how many points we just have to get to 13 points? I think we have to just get to 13 points. But anyway, chat, we're gonna save now. We're gonna load into Qatar, a sprint weekend, where we struggle frequently in Qatar. Qatar is not one of our better tracks. On the F1 game, I like Qatar. I got my first podium on F123 here. So, Qatar for me personally is a good track, but welcome in what now? All good what now? Hope you enjoyed the raid. You're doing some Need for Speed. You know, we're gonna try and get rid of our used parts here because it is a sprint weekend. So you only have one practice session. Welcome in, Vanguard. How are things? Welcome in. We potentially could have the championship decider here this race, chat. Is this the time I usually stream at? Yes, I would say so, Vanguard. Normally, although currently it is 4:20 AM. Haha, blaze it, but I want to fix my sleeping schedule, but wanting to and actually fixing my sleeping schedule, Vanguard, is two different things. In the future, I will be back on European time like a sane person. I just don't know how long that's going to be. But then I'll be streaming at like between like 6 and 11 PM European time. Is this my first stream of the day? No, it isn't. What now? I did tier 2 commentary for WHF. So it is my second stream of the day. Yeah, Vanguard, you're absolutely right. I actually been trying for around 2 months, and I give up. It's just not working. I have been trying several times, doing several different things. It just doesn't work. Especially because my sleeping schedule is like so out of whack. I think. Yeah. Verstappen's gonna have to go with as much as he can get away with, because Qatar is rather high on the engine power, but not insane. I mean, we're gonna give Verstappen the toe this time, I guess. I don't know why, but just for the banter. Yes, what now? We were just using some used parts in practice. What now? Whenever you play this game, if you're not using your used parts in practice, you're massively losing out. In practice, you use your used parts, and then in qualifying, you switch back to good parts again. It's a smart thing to do. Yes, Leclerc can win the championship here. I don't think he can win it in the sprint, but he can win it in the feature. Usually do used parts. Like what now? Before I load into practice, I will put my worst parts on the car first, and then do practice, and then you know, Verstappen's half a second off. Love to see it. Leclerc's nearly half a second off Albon. What's the fact? How many points does he need to outscore Tsunoda by? He needs to outscore Tsunoda by 13 points. So I hope Leclerc can do it. We'll do the math after this race, I'm sure. But Leclerc should be able to do this race, I would say. I would be surprised if not.
So track clear ahead.
Roger, roger.
Right, hopefully we should go quicker this time out. Unless we come upon the traffic of the Haas here. For sure. He actually did have to lift there. Yeah, what now? I'm now streaming off OBS, what now? So no more rants about how bad Streamlabs is. Although OBS has... Oh my fucking god, I look back and some random Red Bull has blocked our lap. Yes, for sure, one in Spain. First win for Haas, Vanguard. In this whole save, Verstappen does improve by 3/10. I still believe both the drivers have to go out again on used softs yet again, because I think we've been still blocked. Now let's hope no one blocks us on this run. That'd be great. That would be great. And I think... Oh, I was about to say no one has blocked us on our lap here, but Leclerc just thinks I'm gonna take a little run off here. Just take some extra speed through the corner. Let's see what the deltas are saying. If Leclerc's gonna yellow, we're just gonna box him. Yeah, box for Leclerc. Actually, I'm gonna box Leclerc and I'm gonna tell him to keep pushing vaguely, because otherwise he's gonna block Verstappen here. And Awasa won the first race for Alpine, gets his first ever win. Yeah, Williams. Chat, I don't understand anymore, to be honest. Why? I don't understand. Verstappen now doesn't improve. He's going to need some fresh softs. We're going to need to get him to chuck it round to get in. I think Leclerc is safe, but Verstappen is not. I think Verstappen may be out of time to do his final run here. I don't think he's going to make the line. Yep. Verstappen did not make the final. Did not make the line. Doohan's not going fast. Gasly and Russell are. Ocon's not going too fast. But Gasly, I bet, is going to put out Verstappen in Q1. Unless Gasly's been blocked here, which in the middle sector can look like he was. Can Verstappen finesse his way into Q2? And Gasly doesn't go quicker, so Verstappen saved by the skin of his teeth. Meanwhile, we're going to chuck on the used sauce for both drivers here. Yes. Just for the first run. Aston Martin, yeah. The worst car on the grid's really been between Aston Martin and Been between Aston Martin and Mercedes. Which is kind of odd to say, it's not the pairing you'd think. I think Albon did block the Merc a little bit there. But we're gonna get our first used tyre run in. Yeah, Aston Martin did have their one lucky podium, but it does seem lucky at this stage. I do think, to be safe, we're gonna have to do 2 runs here. Because there's actually no guarantee that our drivers even get through here. So, did they get 2 podiums? Bit odd seeing Mercedes and Austin going in Q1 while Williams is top 5. No idea why the Williams are so quick, to be honest. They've come out of nowhere. It's more the Alphas and McLarens are quick and that we're worried about.
At this point. Round they spin. And once it's...
And even the Haas's, they've been looking punchy for a little bit.
Possible cars bunching up.
Let's hope that we exit before anyone. Yeah, I think we should have a clear run on these softs, which is perfect for us. Meanwhile, Verstappen on fresher softs has gone yellow. What? Yeah, Montoya's quickest because, you know, why would he not be? Meanwhile, Verstappen's gone slower. On like 30% better tyres, Verstappen has gone 1,000 slower. I think Leclerc's safe. Verstappen needs to go out again. And this time we're going to tell Verstappen to use some fresh softs. That's not quite surprising. This game's had... Does that? I feel like this season in particular, though, has been a bit chaotic, I must say. Yeah, Verstappen's just going to go out. Has poor chair. Has a bit of a toe. But he's going to have cars coming through that he has to let through, and they're going to block his lap as well as he comes through sector 1 here, which is just exactly what you need. Kong says Montoya is going to be the next. What kind of fucking Nimrod do you have to be to park it on the exit there? And he's not the only one. It's fucking Lawson. And I bet it's Joe. It's always Joe. Is it Russell? No, it's Joe. It's always Joe. Yep. It's always Joe. Doesn't know how to park his fucking car. The absolute dumb twat. Blocks our lap again. This game just loves to make you angry. When you're not even racing, you're just in qualifying. This is a game you should not be angry for at any moment. There is no moment in this game that should anger you. Does get ahead of Norris into turn 1. There's at least that. Is there anyone else going to block us on this lap? There's the Haas and the Red Bull still there who could block our lap.
Okay, that's
Lawson gets out of the way. Joe, get the fuck out of the way. Get the fuck out of the way. Please. He's actually... Where is he? Where is he? Show me where you are. You're actually a fucking melon. We want to be on this exit curb to turn in, and look where he's fucking parked. I don't understand how in F1 22 or F1 Manager 22, like, qualifying was not that bad, and then the next game they have fucked it so badly to the point where this is actually it fixed. It's been like severely fixed up until this point, and we still see that absolute dumbassery is the best word to describe it. Oh my god, they're all fucking idiots. They're all fucking idiots. Now it's Albon blocking us. Jesus Christ, is the track clear at any moment? I tell you what it's like, Vanguard. It's like they can tell themselves, oh, the cars slow down slightly, but like, oh, that doesn't do anything. Yes, it fucking does. It loses them so much time when they're on a quali lap, especially. And again, if you want to use the excuse blocking happens in real life, what else happens in real life is penalties. Add penalties to the game, because I will qualify P1 and 2 every single race, because everyone else in the fucking grid will have penalties. Portier is now upper gearbox because hilarious. You know what? I'm just gonna push now. Fuck it. I'm getting away from everyone.
Okay, Max, you can cancel.
Max has now got his own,
where possible.
you know, thing that going here. Norris, do not block us, otherwise I'm kicking you in the knee. Your knees are mine. Your knees will be the victim. Oh, his knees are. I can see them in the distance. You better stay back. Now, just Lawson and Joe, who have blocked us so many times, are now gonna block us through the fucking penultimate corner, I bet. You fucking idiot! Oh my god. Ah my god, I fucking hate qualifying this game so much. It's so wank. Oh my god. Fucking coded by a Down syndrome monkey. Please, Lawson and Joe, get the fuck out of our way. Lawson's got out of the way.
Press and hold the overtake.
Yeah.
I want to see, is our first sector a genuine quicker sector? We have done a 26.45. It's basically the same time. It's like 1,000th in it. But we finally at least cleared the traffic, chat. This is the best we're gonna do. No. 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 I swear to God if we get held up there, which I think we did. Please just improve so I don't have to do this again. Thank you, Verstappen. Thank you, our Messiah. Meanwhile, Maloney gets into P10. Joe, go fuck yourself. Somehow Lawson snaked his way through, doesn't deserve it, after blocking us 30 times. You know what, Vanguard? I want it to be harsh because with how bad it's coded, they fucking deserve it. Mick, both Red Bulls out, and Norris. I'm sure. As Alonso said, karma. Karma. Right. I guess we're just gonna do the racings, I don't know. Just gonna do one used tire run followed by a fresh tire run, and oh my god, there's still more qualifying to go. It's not over yet. There's still more pain to go through.
So pick up the pace. Pick up the pace.
Alright, chat. I've given Verstappen the run out of the penultimate corner, and he's got a good toe now from Leclerc. Can they take benefit out of this toe? He is a good distance from Leclerc, but we've got a Williams and a McLaren in the first sector who could absolutely sabotage us here. I swear to God, if they sabotage us, I'm gonna kick absolute fucking... just absolute Maloney and Montoya. The bad types of M&Ms. The M&Ms we do not want is Maloney and Montoya. Albon somehow gone quickest in the first sector. Sound. Where is Maloney? Going really slow. Please get out of the way. Please get out of the way. Thank God we actually did not lose time there. And the Williams, I believe, I don't think we're going to catch, so I think this is actually clean laps. Both our drivers have gone green, green. Neither of us touched purple. Well, I do think Verstappen's dropped back from Leclerc despite having that good toe down the straight. So I don't think this is a quick lap time from Verstappen. Albon sets the quickest lap time with a 23.7. Followed by Leclerc and Verstappen. Leclerc was quicker than Verstappen because of course he does. Verstappen 7/10 off. Love it. 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 As they say in McDonald's, I'm loving it. Cause, you know, just so brilliant from Verstappen. Such a splendid lap. You know. But anyway, there's no Red Bull in here. There's no Mercedes in here. So we just kind of got to go eventually. Yeah, Montoya getting a pole position in his debut season would be absolutely insane. Please, Lawson, do not break us up. Please, please. Thank you. Thank you for pushing and not letting Lawson through. You're smart. You're loyal. Verstappen actually used his brain, although he has helped Lawson down the back straight. Meanwhile, there is another Williams who could block our lap here. Verstappen's somehow gone yellow in the middle sector. Get out of the way. Out of the way. Out of the way. Unique. 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 You fucking unique. What a cunt. We're gonna be here forever, chat. We're gonna be here forever. There's gonna be fucking at least one driver to block our fucking lap. Alright, please. I think we may have done it, chat. I think we've actually given ourselves the right margin to not get blocked. Vanguard, it's been worse than this. It's been worse than this. There's been times I've had to end the stream and finish qualifying off stream, and it has taken me like over 45 minutes. Genuinely, not lying to you at all.
Okay,
It
that's
has been worse than this, especially in Vegas. Now, are our drivers actually improving? Iwasa's gone pole, as Sean says. Iwasa did win in Japan. Can he replicate that? Meanwhile, Montoya, his greatest qualifying ever, by far. Round the final corner we go with Leclerc and Verstappen. Verstappen has been off the pace and seems to have dropped back from Leclerc again. All I need is for them both to improve on those fresh softs. Leclerc crosses the line, does improve. Verstappen does improve. 5 tenths back. Leclerc's 4 tenths back. And only Maloney, I believe, is on a lap now. So Maloney could still beat, although I'm pretty sure that Williams blocked his lap. Yep. Watch Maloney now have a yellow final sector. Yep, Maloney goes last in the P10. Yep, Mick Schumacher, who has been decent in the Alpine, he also signed a 5-year deal. But Iwasa on pole. Montoya is the man of the hour, though. Montoya, P2 in his debut season. He's the only rookie alongside Solov. Can Montoya get some good results here? Only has 4 points this season. And if he finishes P2, he will add 9 to his tally. Let us just sim there now. Mick tops practice 2. Now, can we... This is huge for Williams because they can snatch a P9 in the Constructors for AlphaTauri. Absolutely, Sean. Now, it's normally softs in Qatar. But I tell you what, alright. He already has a damaged gearbox, that's just lovely, but park firmie's a thing. I think we're going to put an extra lap of fuel in, chat. And do we want to go softs? No, actually, I'm going to go mediums, chat. I'm going to be risking it here. I'm going to push hard on these mediums in the sprint to see, can we pull off the strategy? Vanguard, that's the best they've qualified in a while. Now, normally everyone will be on the softs here, but I just know at the end the softs are going to be so dead. So I'm just going to try the mediums. And we will use this as data. If this fails horribly, then fine. But this is all data.
We're ready for the sprint.
We just want to see how effective the mediums can be. They'll be slow at the start, understandably, but we'll be able to push a lot harder throughout the race. We've also added a bit of fuel into the car, which should allow us to push a lot more than the drivers around us. Normally, Verstappen now battling over P9 where he started. Meanwhile, Leclerc trying to keep P4 where he started. And so far, all the drivers now have maintained the position. I wonder, can we just back off a little bit on ERS just for now? We will use it when we need it. Teo Porcher somehow jumped Montoya and Iwasa off the start. Yikes, that is not what we need. We need Iwasa or Montoya to be the ones winning. Meanwhile, Montoya's already dropping back here from Iwasa, so we're gonna need Iwasa now, or Leclerc, I mean, to overtake Montoya ASAP. Maloney's now on the rear of Verstappen. We're gonna use some ERS down the main straight just to defend here. Meanwhile, Leclerc would be lovely if he could use some ERS to get past Montoya, but it may have to wait to next lap whenever he has DRS. Meanwhile, Verstappen able to stay with. Now, I think the mediums may be the way to go, chat. I think they are the way to go. Leclerc needs to push to stay with Montoya. However, and honestly, our mediums at the end will be just will be way quicker. So if we can even just hold on to the DRS of Montoya, etc. it'll massively benefit us.
Charge button on.
Yeah, Awasa joined the fight for Port Cher. Meanwhile, we're just trying to hold on to Montoya. Really, we don't have the pace to do much else.
Charge button off.
Yeah, copy.
As Awasa's gone! Awasa's gone off!
Now we can see what happened. Now here we're taking turn 6.
He has gone deep and forgot how to rejoin, chat. There's literally the runoff there to rejoin, and he's forgot how to use it. And Awasa's now, his race is done. His race is absolutely kaput. Meanwhile, we can stay in the DRS here of Montoya, that'd be great.
Max, just to confirm it's thermal.
It's thermal dig, thermal dig. And we'll be able to push a lot harder on fuel and on the tyres in this race, so we just gotta manage what we have at this stage.
Okay.
Because their softs at the end will be gone. I'm confident with that.
You've got the margin to push.
Yeah, Vanguard, I said they needed to fix that last game, and they did not touch it. So, you know, maybe they will eventually get it. I'm guessing when they were trying to fix it, the devs, they probably were having some major, like, awful rejoins. Verstappen now battling with Maloney here. That's not good. You need to use your ERS, man. We've got you pushing a lot heavier here to not lose out. Verstappen, don't do it. Don't do it! And Verstappen, or that's Leclerc, I mean, Leclerc has fallen out of DRS like a legend. What a legend he is. Absolute ledge is the man. But I do think we've gone with the right strategy here with the mediums and also pushing as well.
Increase a lift off, please, Max.
Now, let's see if we can put pressure on the Haas with Verstappen. Lawson's outside of the DRS, so this is the place to make the move. Leclerc
Press and hold the
just
overtake.
regaining some ERS here. Verstappen will have the DRS off the car ahead of Lawson. Iran Sports says, look at Yuki flying. Well, I hate to break it to you, Iran Sports. Yuki could very well lose the championship this race. So... yikes. Yikes. Anyway, moving swiftly onward.
Charge button on.
Copy.
Recharge on. Could you just introduce 3 seconds of lift off around the lap? And look up the tyres, the ice cream.
Yeah, the Aston Martins are pretty much undrivable at this stage.
Copy.
Now, we do have to keep an eye on our tyre wear, but our tyres should be definitely way more confident than everyone else's tyres.
We do not require any fuel lift off. You're pushing.
Where is Sean? Sean was here. He should still be here unless he's dropped out for a little bit. Meanwhile, we're just trying to manage these mediums in the middle stint. Manage your ERS while we do it. We don't want to deploy just yet. We want to keep managing.
You can push.
Copy.
And Verstappen now is going to have to... I don't know why he was on a high overtake aggression still.
Okay.
That's why he was losing so much time. Verstappen is going to have to keep managing here. Now, we got to keep an eye on the softs. I think they're now in their management phase as well here. We don't want to use too much of our tyre.
Could you double your lift off, please?
Okay.
As Leclerc now struggling to stay with Montoya.
You can push.
You can push now. You can push now. Now, our tyres are way better than the soft ones. Montoya's struggling on these softs. I think he's going to absolutely hit the cliff. Just depends when, realistically.
Button on.
Yeah, copy.
I mean, it kind of does, Sean, matter with Yuki here. The championship could be decided in this sprint race or the next race. So it does matter.
Full info.
We
Not
got a push.
fuel limited. We're not fuel limited.
Please, Leclerc, stop bottling the fucking DRS, you dumbass. Just keeps bottling DRS for no reason.
Copy.
Let's push.
Slow down now.
Copy that.
Right, Verstappen needs to push here a little bit. Back inside the DRS. Meanwhile, Leclerc's finally back inside the DRS. Can harvest.
Third button on.
Yeah, copy.
And this has just been about survival, to be honest, chat. On these medium tyres.
And child button off.
Copy.
But I believe Albon's tyres are about to hit the cliff. We just need to stay inside the DRS. Meanwhile, Leclerc is miraculously, repeatedly falling out of DRS of Montoya when Montoya literally has no fucking tyres left.
Pick up the pace.
Don't know how Leclerc is managing to pull that off, but he is doing it
Just bring your tyre temperatures
at
back under
just
control.
such a high level of shit-assery. But now what we're going to do with Leclerc is we're going to clear Montoya. Same with Verstappen soon.
Okay, recharge up. And let's go.
Leclerc now should get the move with DRS. And into P2 goes the Ferrari.
Okay, recharge on, please, Max. Recharge on.
Yeah, we should be quicker now. Vanguard should and will be is a
It would just be recharge on. Recharge on.
is a different thing though. Montoya will drop off us though because his tires are gone. Albon's tires are almost gone,
Button on.
and I think Verstappen can now push. There's a yellow flag out. Who's it for?
Let's see what happened there. So here we go. heading
It's
into
all over the back, so it doesn't really matter that much. But I think Verstappen now needs to start cutting his way through the field using his medium tires.
You could cancel or reduce lift off where possible.
Because he does have a gap to Albon, well, a gap to Sonoda that is, after he could clear Albon here, but can he get even past Albon down the straight? He's a good distance behind. Eesh.
3 laps to go.
3 laps to go, 3 laps to go. And Albon's tyres are gone. I'm going to keep sending it. We just need to send it at some random corner, otherwise we're just going to keep losing time. Verstappen just needs to go now. Meanwhile, Piastri's in our DRS, and Piastri could still be a threat here. Meanwhile, Verstappen sends it here randomly at the hairpin. Love to see it. Absolutely love to see it. And Leclerc needs to come off high overtake aggression. Absolutely. Yeah, he's on the wrong fucking thing there.
Caution on the battery.
Meanwhile, I think we're just going to tell Leclerc now to push
Speed it up.
into the clear air
Copy.
to see can he make any dent on port chair. And yeah, Verstappen just needs to absolutely send it randomly here throughout the lap on either Tsunoda or Montoya, because both of their tires are absolutely gone.
Some lipo, please.
Copy.
Can Verstappen find a way through on Tsunoda or Montoya?
Yeah, copy.
He just does not have the ERS. Who have been the other champions in your save so far? So it went Verstappen, 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 Leclerc, Norris, Ocon, Leclerc, Leclerc, and then this is season 9, which currently Leclerc leads the championship. But can Verstappen now get Montoya? Montoya's on 15% fucking softs, mate. I know you've barely any ERS, but just surely you must have this. Surely. Surely you must send it somewhere. And don't call me Shirley, but surely you gotta send it. Surely. Like, come on.
Lift off.
Okay.
Save you.
Okay.
Montoya is literally on fucking 12% softs.
Taking it back. Yeah, P2.
Nice one, guys. The car was incredible.
12% softs.
Solid work today. Well done.
And Tsunoda's gotten P4, so he's closed the gap. Fun. Fun. Splendid, one would say. One would say, oh my lord, the world is full of splendor. That will put Williams ahead of AlphaTauri in the constructors. Let's see here. Montoya should score 4 points, I believe. Hello, our mum. How are things? Solov sets the fastest lap, but doesn't really matter.
The time is
Oh, Jesus. And chat. Soft, medium, medium is the way to go here. And yep, soft, medium, medium. I think we're gonna try it. Or medium, hard, medium. She's got the hiccups. Boo! I totally scared you. You weren't expecting that. Absolutely not. Anyway, we're gonna try the soft, medium, medium here. And I think the soft, medium, medium worked last season. I think it did. But this could seal the championship here. Leclerc needs to outscore Tsunoda. And Leclerc already outscored Tsunoda by 2 points there, so I think
I
it's
suspect that we'll all be closely following Charles Leclerc.
maximum 11 points Leclerc needs here. That is the maximum he needs. We still need to do math after the race, but we'll see. Meanwhile, we start P2 and P6. Leclerc is going to lead the race already into turn 1. And into turn 1. Leclerc gets it on the inside of Portier. There's already a yellow flag for Montoya. Montoya's going round. And it's a contact with Verstappen.
Now we're watching Max Verstappen here. Cutting it so close. And the contact between the cars.
Yeah, that's on Montoya. That's absolutely Montoya. Max was literally a passenger in that. But Max now unfortunately has to use his tyres. And he's got minor rear wing damage.
We'll get back to you with an update.
Rear wing and suspension damage for Verstappen.
Loss of rear. Just left
Ridiculous. And it is a 10-second time penalty for Montoya. Wow. And Verstappen is relatively screwed for the rest of this race.
Now we should be able to take a look here.
What's this?
Now just keep your eyes on
Gasly
here. Nothing wrong so far.
then locks up.
Just lock up.
Oh, my lord. My lord. Oh, Lord, my God. When I in awesome wonder
Max, could you just introduce
consider all the world I have. Blah blah blah. I see the stars, I hear rolling thunder. Do you like the hymns from Mass, everyone? We may as well be singing all the hymns because
For sure.
Verstappen's going to need something serious if he wants to recover. And he's already got Albon on his outside.
Lift off, please.
And unlike Miami, you kind of need your rear wing here. Yeah, kind of need it. Only kind of. Maybe slightly. Well, I'm glad you liked it, Vanguard. Glad you liked it. I think you need to do some research on this save. What does that mean? And Verstappen continues to go backwards. I think we may have to retire the car with Verstappen.
What's going on there? No, it's very right through.
We'll see if we can stay in it to see can he get points. But yeah.
Go and take some points off Leclerc, please.
Can go tire management.
Yeah, Max, so just keep on top of the tyres.
Yeah, but Sean, you gotta understand, I'm like the teacher where like everyone's having a conversation. I'm like, what are we talking about? Let me be involved in the conversation. What's so funny, everyone? You know?
Try to put pressure on it.
Do you want me to just get back to the hymns and then you continue? Is that what you're talking behind my back, Sean? Is because you're treating it like mass now because I was singing, and you're just like whispering to the person next to you, and I'm going. Then sings my soul, my Savior called to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. I haven't been to mass in like
Hunting time.
a decade, and I still remember that song. It never leaves you. It haunts your every waking dream.
Go and take some points
Anyway.
off Leclerc, please.
Verstappen, I am debating whether we just retire his car. He's not doing too horrendously,
Lift off at this stage.
but if he's not getting points, there's no point in being there. He also has no DRS to defend from anyone. Because Yuki on Milo save was an absolute bust.
Keep trying.
Sean needs to eat the crow that's in front of him. Now, no idea what that could physically mean at all. I'm like, what? I can't even find a metaphor in there at all
Increase LIGO
as to what that could mean.
performance.
Copy that.
Update on liftoff. We do require fuel liftoff.
Oh, Scheiße.
Less liftoff.
I mean, we're gonna keep pushing here, but if Verstappen,
LIGO.
his strategy isn't looking quick, we're just gonna tell him to retire.
Start button on.
But we're gonna stay out. But he is losing positions hand over fist. This delusional Yuki fanboy.
Yeah, don't worry, mate.
Okay, I've never heard of that one. Iran, is that an Iranian? Is that an Iranian
Yeah, copy.
idiom? That's a word I don't even know. Idiom. Man knows English better than me, and I live like within 100 miles. Right, we've just about kept inside the DRS of Port Chair. Meanwhile, chat, I need you to let me know. Do we just retire Verstappen? It's not looking too good.
Okay, Max.
You can cancel.
It is not
or
looking too good at
reduce
all.
liftoff where possible.
Meanwhile, Leclerc, his tires are falling off. Needs to switch to the mediums. Eventually.
Can slow down.
Yeah, copy.
Now, the benefit of Verstappen being out though is that he's held up a lot of the pack. Maybe it's more an American thing. Well, I know colloquial. I know that word, but idiom. I think I've heard the word idiom, but I don't know what it means. And Leclerc now just about in the DRS. He's absolutely sending it. Actually, I think Leclerc has one more lap in him. Leclerc now this lap is going to have to box onto the mediums. I believe his tyres are done. Meanwhile, Verstappen still
And box.
has longer to go on this stint.
Box.
I think with Verstappen, I'm just going to try and hold up a large majority of the drivers, because Verstappen now has a whole train behind him, and maybe Leclerc could box and come out ahead of the train. Ideally, that would be ideal. But Verstappen has been stiff this season. A couple crashes have been his fault, but many of them have not been his fault at all.
Okay, copy.
Okay, recharge on.
Leclerc now going to come in. We need a good stop here if we do want to exit ahead of the train. That is
The white line.
Verstappen and co. And Leclerc now into turn one. Russell is going to clear Verstappen finally.
Just recharge
But
on.
Leclerc is in the clear air like we wanted. We did want the clear air, and Leclerc now has it. There's a yellow flag out for Schumacher spinning.
Charge button on.
Charge button. Charge button.
Charge button off.
And I think with the Verstappen now, we're just going to use the rest of these tyres. Can we get inside the DRS here? It'll just help us. a little bit. We're not inside the DRS just yet. Meanwhile, Verstappen,
Charge button on.
I reckon it's medium's time now for Verstappen this lap.
So box.
Box and pit confirm. Box and pit confirm. Meanwhile, Leclerc can see Versure. And he's just got to clear him. Doesn't need to use any ERS here. Meanwhile, Verstappen in.
Charge button on.
4 mediums. Exits ahead of Jack Doohan, who surprisingly is behind Verstappen.
And charge button off.
Yeah, copy.
Pit lane speed limiter off.
Charge button on.
Copy that.
Can Leclerc still keep good pace here? He's now got the Haas of Lawson next. I think we need to push now just to get through on Lawson. Cannot waste time behind the Haas, as there's a couple drivers pitting ahead of us, which is good, which will mean we'll have clear air. That's what we need. We need to just get through on Lawson and use the clear air with absolute comfortability, which we have now. And Leclerc now into P6 has the clear air ahead of him.
Risk.
Meanwhile, Verstappen is just kind of there.
Performance.
Copy.
And where is Leclerc now in the battle for the lead? He's 20 seconds off the lead as Maloney's got ahead of Pourchaire.
Slow down now.
We missed that happening.
Copy.
Albon still P4. Interesting. As Doohan's now got
Was a very good lap. Well done.
Leclerc exits ahead of Maloney. Maloney exits ahead of Lawson. Yeah, Verstappen's been overtaken. I think we are going to retire the car. It doesn't even have the pace of the Aston Martins, so I think it's over for. It is ogre for Verstappen this race, unfortunately. But Leclerc now, how have you let Maloney send it on you in the final corner to just give him DRS as well? You've just basically made the overtake as easy as it could be. And now you need to push to stay with him. Leclerc lacking brain cells here. May as well just let Maloney go. We don't have the pace.
Yep.
Piastri double stacked. It's another Alfa Romeo masterclass where they've double stacked for no reason. And Piastri held up by his teammate, as well as also having a pit stop error. Meanwhile, Leclerc just kind of doing his thing. At this stage, has more worn mediums than everyone, but is on a different strategy to everyone as well.
Head down.
Copy.
And I think Tsunoda will catch Leclerc eventually here. And Pourchaire has, for whatever reason, gone on the softs in this middle stint. Don't know why, but you know he's doing that. Leclerc now just holding up Tsunoda, which is kind of what he needs to do. I don't even know if we need Tsunoda to finish. I think if we just stop Sonoda from outscoring us by 13 points, we win. I think that's all it really comes down to. Could we even do a... Is this doable? Lap 41 to lap... this one's lap 37. Not quite sure. Snow doesn't really want to use the pace on those mediums that he has. I think as long as Sonoda just stays behind us, I think we're grand. Before we push on the mediums. And he's just happy sitting behind us. So we're not going to push. And waste our tires. Yeah, we're just gonna sit here. Waste Yuki's medium stint.
Phase when you can.
Yeah, he has to outscore us by like 13 points. And I don't even think he can do that because he's already kind of bottled that. We have stayed an extra lap here, but it's fine because we held up Yuki on his strategy, and we're gonna now box onto our mediums, undercut him, and see how this goes. Understood. But yeah, pretty good. Leclerc now in for his final stop. Needs to be a good one, and it is a good one. Good to know. Porcher coming down the pit straight, gonna get ahead. Leclerc will get ahead of Mick, which is good. We just need Leclerc in clear air again. All we need. All you need is clear air. Dun-dun-dun-dun. All you need is clear air. Air. Clear air is all you need. Didn't really catch on that one in Christmas, but you know, we did try. But Leclerc now does have Maloney, Sonoda, Albon, and Iwasa, who could be boxing. Porcher actually undercut us, so we'll just slowly catch Porcher, I hope. I think we need to go aggressive on these tires, use them a bit, because we actually have a lot more tire life than suggested. As Maloney now out on the softs, which is a threat, so we're going to need to push now to get ahead of Porcher ASAP. And Porcher's 10% less worse mediums, and we're more worried about Maloney behind, to be honest. So we need to get inside the DRS of Maloney here and overtake him ASAP, so that Porcher can hold up Maloney. Can Leclerc pull it off here? Round the outside he goes of the Alfa Romeo. Another championship rival here in Porcher. Leclerc now takes the lead of the race and now needs to scurry on down the road away from the Alfa Romeo. And we have successfully done that. We now need to back off our tyres here and protect them
Yeah, copy that.
as he sets the fastest lap.
Yeah, the fastest lap so far.
Yeah, nice move there from Leclerc.
Charge button on again.
Okay.
As Maloney now battles with Porcher. Hopefully Porcher can make him use those softs, but I think, yep, Maloney's gonna get straight through into turn one, but only 7% better softs, chat. Only 7% better softs, so this still could be doable. As time progresses, our tires are gonna sync up, so I'm actually gonna push a little bit here to try and stay outside the DRS of Maloney to not give him any advantage. Because as time progresses, his tyres will struggle. And Maloney now, you can see he's going the wrong direction. His tyres are going backwards. But are we burning these mediums too quickly? Still a gap between them. Maybe we're burning these mediums a bit too quickly. There's still 7%. I think Maloney's trying to manage these softs a little bit. So I think we need to manage our mediums in return before Maloney decides to absolutely dump it all. I think Maloney realistically could absolutely push on the softs to the end here. Yeah, Iwasa now in the podiums after going off in the sprint. I don't know how he's recovered to here, but he has. Meanwhile, Sonoda all the way down in P6, chat, and Porcher in P4. So I think regardless of what Maloney does, unless he kills us, I think this could be the championship right here. This could be it. This could be Leclerc's 4th Drivers' Championship, as long as he can hold on and not crash into the McLaren. As we head now on to lap 55, and Maloney could catch if he wants to, because he's loads of life left on those softs, but he's just not using it. Maloney's just not using it, and we're happy enough as we are. Just, you know, not worried. Albon in P5, this is going to be massive for Williams. Massive points for Williams. And as we head now on to the penultimate lap, Maloney's just not using the softs, so we're just going to disappear. You know? We're just going to head down the road. We're just going to be Bing chilling. You know?
And 2 laps to go.
Oh. Oh. Right. But yeah, chat, I mean, I was expecting a bit more of a battle here, but I think Leclerc has sealed the championship. Unless Maloney all of a sudden dumps the battery in the final lap and then catches us. But it doesn't even look like he wants to use his tyres. So, you know. Yeah, 3rd podium in a row for Iwasa. Rashore points. Norris points. Albon big points. Maloney P2. Could have P1 if he wants it. Just doesn't want it apparently. Because he just could push to catch us, but doesn't want to. Don't know why. But as Leclerc now into the penultimate corner, into the final corner now, has 1 lap remaining before he is crowned a 4-time champion, equal with Sebastian Vettel, his Ferrari teammate when he joined the team back in 2019. But Leclerc now at 33 years of age may finally do it. He may be finally crowned. Yeah, Maloney with consecutive P2s. But Leclerc here with the fastest lap, as well as potentially the win. All he needs to do is keep it on track through sector 2 and 3 here. And Leclerc will have won his 4th championship with Ferrari. Meanwhile, Verstappen, who has retired from the Grand Prix, and that is kind of ironic because it's kind of been how his Ferrari tenure has been. He's just not had the same ammo as Verstappen. By the way, this is actually not Leclerc winning the championship. This is just Ferrari winning the Drivers' Championship. Verstappen could still technically win it, but this just means that no other team but Ferrari can win it, so we're happy enough whoever wins it. But as he rounds the final corner now, Leclerc is going to come up to the line and will win the Qatar Grand Prix with a splendid drive, the soft, medium. Vanguard, I am a commentator, yes.
That's Leclerc. Charles Leclerc is today's winner.
Where are we? Vanguard, if you're into league racing at all, I commentate for WHF, which is I've linked in the chat there. But Leclerc wins. Well, Ferrari wins the drivers. Tomorrow I've got actually a race in Tier 1, but a couple hours ago I was commentating Tier 2. I also commentate WR and Thrill Esports. And I've done a couple other things like FGS, TIR, a couple other things throughout the years. But the WR season is finished, but Leclerc with one of his best drives. Lovely strategy. Maloney could have had the win if he wanted, just didn't want it, didn't want to use the softs. Awas up 12 positions. What a drive from the Alpine. Yes, Vanguard, it is my league. Meanwhile, so chat, we'll do some quick maths here, just to be doubly sure. Now, this does not mean Leclerc's won the championship, but I think Ferrari have won the championship with their driver, regardless. So, Yuki is 193 points behind Leclerc. Actually, you have a Ferrari shirt IRL. So do I, Iran Sports. I have this Ferrari one and I have another one. So there's a sprint race in Kota. So can I do brackets? Brackets plus, no, brackets plus. No, actually I just need to go brackets. Well, actually I do need brackets. 25 times 5 brackets. Actually, that's not good. So 193 points is the gap to Leclerc and Tsunoda. The maximum that can be scored is 25 times 5 plus 20 plus 5. So Tsunoda can score 150 points. So the Ferrari have won the Drivers' Championship. It is now between Verstappen and Leclerc, which is not good news for Verstappen because it means we're not investing a single dime in the car. We're not designing any new parts. We're not we're not designing any new parts, and we're not giving him new engines or anything for the rest of the season. That's just going to be him for the rest of the season. We're not whenever the drivers run out of side pods, that's going to be it. We're just going to have them use old side pods, you know, etc. You know, we're not going to design any more parts or manufacture any more parts. I think now we're almost out of our front wings as well here, and our rear wings. What we are going to do, chat, is we are going to research more, because we have 14 million in the bank, and how many more MFD periods are there, or whatever it's called? There's one after Brazil, I know. Is that the last one? I think the one after Brazil is the last one. So we need to somehow spend 14 million in between now and the end of the season on research. So let us try and do that. That's a bet on one driver getting into Q3. Let's see if we can get into Q2. Yep. And what we're gonna do now is, let's see here. That's before Singapore. So we're just gonna manufacture if we can here. Where is the car parts? Let us research. It's gonna be chassis, it's gonna be rear wing, it's gonna be side pods. Let's go for side pods. Actually, I want to have the decision free for whenever it does turn around to Brazil. So it's now, what day is it? It's the 29th of September. The new period is the 27th of October, so less than 30 days. Is there anything we can research in less than 30 days? Let's just research whatever takes the least amount of days. Calendar. Okay. Research. Chassis is gonna take how many days? 30 days? Okay, chassis may be the quickest. Rear wing is gonna take 43 days, yeah. And side pods is gonna take 35 days. So it's gonna be chassis. Actually, we're gonna upgrade here because it's gonna take the least amount of days. But we're gonna advance on now into the Texas Grand Prix. And as I've reiterated, neither driver here is getting any new parts. Ollie Behrman's now up to 70 rated overtaking, crazy scenes. But we will not be manufacturing anything the rest of the season. So, or taking any new engines. So, the drivers are just gonna suck it up. Nothing to Carly, so I may as well just, you know. Actually, may as well just do fucking gym training at this stage. Actually, the fatigue's now going up. Does this do anything to fatigue? Yep. So we're only gonna have one afternoon session. But yeah, I think, chat, that's relatively us done. Now, chat, it's on to our next big topic here, which I will change the title to, if I can manage it. Is, who do we sign? Currently, the two drivers who are in contention are Verstappen and Ollie Behrman. But there is other drivers on the grid here who we could still sign. I wonder what Mick's buyout fee is, because he's on a 5-year deal. 17 million. Interesting. Very interesting. Anyway, I'm interested to see, chat, is there going to be any let's have a look at the constructors here. Alpine, as Sean mentioned, are now 1 point ahead of Red Bull. That'll be a big result for Alpine to get P4 in the championship. It's 2 points between Alfa Romeo and McLaren, who have been very close. Yeah, his overtaking isn't brilliant, but if he doesn't smash the car to pieces, it'll be good. Williams now jump AlphaTauri. to P9 in the championship. I don't really know how Aston or have finessed their way in a P at the championship. Don't really know. Haas, who have a win this season, are somehow P6th. The maximum points that can be scored is 150, and Max is 118 points behind Leclerc, so I think it is over. We're just gonna turn up, show our face to these next couple races, but we're not even gonna spend any money, to be honest. We are just going to show our faces and try and research as much as we can. And hopefully next season we don't have as many crashes. Lambiase's up to 94, chat. Yeah, Aston have been... They had a podium, but they've been so bad for so long in this save particular, or in particular. Sponsoring Manuel Rutten, who is not good. How about no? He's not good. But chat, we don't have to make a decision now because we still have Behrman contracted as reserve. But a decision on Verstappen or Behrman or someone else is going to be coming very soon, and we've got to start thinking, who do we get in? Can Verstappen save face here and turn around some results out of nowhere? I gotta be honest, I'm doubtful. But yeah, we're gonna put the best parts that we can on Verstappen's car because it's Kota. You need something. No Yuki. Yeah, Yuki's. I think Yuki. He's kind of like a driver where he's been at McLaren so long now. I'm like, I kind of want him just to be like a lifelong McLaren driver. I don't think Max wants to come back. I think you might be right, Sean. I think Max may want to join another team. What team that will be, who knows? It'll be very intriguing. Will he go back to Red Bull? We will see. Max in a Red Bull is not going to be a pretty sight, I must say. But for it is Kota, big straights. You need good engine power here. We're going to have our best parts on the car. And basically for the rest of the season, we're going to have our best parts on our car, to be honest, because there's no real track where you can get away with it. And Sean, you may be right, he may be done. But anyway, we're going to head in now to qualifying in Kota. And Leclerc is going to get the benefit of the tow here. Meanwhile, I'm going to go make tea, chat, and maybe grab some snacks as well. Uno momento, chat. And actually, while I'm here, I'm going to say, can I fix the game capture thing, or is it just permanently broken? There we go, it's working again. Huzzah, we did it. We did it, chat. Huzzah.
Just focus on your time management for now.
Okay.
Anyway, be right back.
Yeah, copy.
dash negative. Keep your dash negative. Okay, cool the tyres and we will box this lap. Box this lap.
Yeah.
Stay negative.
I'm in.
Alright, I am back. I am back. I am back. I have located some food because hungry is a track on the calendar. Anyway, Verstappen has gone 6 tenths slower, so we're just going to send Verstappen back out again. We may send Leclerc back out again depending on does anyone touch his pace. Verstappen is Ocon in the middle sector, which you know what that means, chat? That means call car in. Just blocked completely by the Merc. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. Absolutely ridiculous. Let's try one more time. Can Verstappen do a lap without getting fucking blocked? Yeah, I think you're right, Sean. Alpine have been like mega quick through this second half of the season. Get out of the way of the AlphaTauri, please. Please. Oh, this one. Verstappen's been blocked again.
Okay, that's the checkered flag.
Yeah, I'm not fucking taking it. Blocked 30 times. Just unacceptable. Absolutely unacceptable. Just through the first sector, they just don't get out of the way. At all. Every fucking time. My life is wasted doing fucking qualifying. We had to build a gap from the cars behind because there was, where's Albon? There was Albon. Oh wait, they were coming in. Never mind. We didn't really need to build a gap then. Please get out of the way, Red Bull, and this time not in an absolutely ridiculous place. It is a ridiculous place, but thankfully Verstappen kept the throttle in. Now we have Montoya. Oh, it looks like Montoya's not going to block us. Verstappen's finally done it. He's done it. And he didn't improve. Well, I think that's Verstappen legit just out of qualifying. Yeah, that's Verstappen gone from qualifying. Solid and for sure on quick laps. Solov here. Is he gonna do it? And Verstappen has escaped here by the skin of his teeth. Ridiculous. Anyway. Yeah, Versure is a very hot and cold driver. Zhou being P19 is music to my ears. Because in this save, he absolutely hates us and we hate him. He just loves blocking every single one of our laps. Every single lap we've ever done has been blocked by Zhou. And thankfully, we're going to have clean laps here because no one's out on track to block us. Sweet.
Your dash negative. Dash negative.
Meanwhile, Verstappen has gone 1.4 slower than Leclerc. Is anyone quicker than Leclerc here? It doesn't seem like it, but Verstappen is going to have a run here on fresh softs. We're going to try and follow the Red Bull of Russell out. Who are the AlphaTauri drivers? The AlphaTauri drivers are Hadjar, Isaac Hadjar, and Nikola Solov. They're not here in this session. And I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing Solov right because it sounds right to me, but it could be wrong still. So if you want to prove me wrong, please say. It just sounds right. Anyway, we're going to try and follow Russell out of the pits here to give Verstappen the tow. Excuse me. there's Russell now. And there's probably a bigger gap than we would like, but oh well. Those drivers did well getting out of the way, but are the other drivers going to get out of the way as well? Let us see. There is a Haas and Aston Martin going slowly, I believe. Still went quick, despite him parking. Hauger... I just realised Hauger's not even on the grid. I don't even know if Hauger's in the game anymore. I think he's retired. But he never, like, really made it. Dennis Hauger was on my last year's save on F1 Manager 22. But yeah, you're right, it is surprising to not see Hauger make the grid. I must say, Hauger usually makes the grid. Hauger won his first race in Japan in my save back on last game. I was doing a save with McLaren and he crashed into Lando on the final lap and won because he brought out the red flag, and he won on like count back the lap before. Verstappen though does get into Q3, so Verstappen is restoring some faith in humanity here. Good, good. But I don't really think we touched the softs here at all, so I'm happy to use both two fresh softs. It was last game Vanguard, so no. Last game they didn't really hand out pens that well. If it happened this game, he probably would get a pen. But last game they just did not hand them out really. I think there was pens, but they were not in any way effective at all. Now where's Piastri, and is he going to get out of our way? Yep. And yep. So we're going to have two clear runs on our laps. Leclerc's gone purple, Verstappen's gone green. Two on fresh softs here, because in the US you don't really be using that many softs. It's kind of an exception if you are on the softs. Leclerc now's gone purple, purple. And Leclerc now round the final corner. Does a 32.9. What a lap there. And Verstappen nearly a second off Leclerc. Wow. Wow-ee-woo-wah. Wowie-woo-wah. Wow. This time we'll try and give Verstappen a tow from Russell, so that he's not as far back. Because he did not have a tow there, to be fair to Verstappen. Now gonna wait for Russell to come out of the pits to give Verstappen a tow here. Meanwhile, Leclerc leads us with a 32.9. And by the way, chat, we have not upgraded our car in quite some time. And we won in Qatar, despite not having designed new parts in a while. Alright. Oh, didn't press that button. Now gonna leave the garage with Verstappen, followed by Leclerc. And hopefully no one blocks this lap, otherwise I'm gonna be fuming. Please no one exit the box now. Don't believe there should be anyone. Maybe Gasly. He's going rather slow in the final sector. Meanwhile, Verstappen's gone green. Leclerc's gone purple again on this lap. And it's green for Verstappen. It's purple green for Leclerc. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Sean. This is where last season Leclerc rear-ended Verstappen and won the championship. And you want to know what's funny, chat? Is he could do it again. Leclerc could do it again. Pourchaire's gone on pole by 11 thousandths. Verstappen now going to cross the line. Where's he going to go? P6. Leclerc crosses the line, does improve, but it will be Russell on pole. Very closely contested by them and Pourchaire. Wow. Very close top three. Mick P4. Iwasa crosses the line, jumps to P6. Ocon and Piastri on laps now. Piastri now round the final corner. Where can he jump to? Piastri goes P7. Meanwhile, it's just Ocon out now. Ocon going to cross the line. And a great qualifying for Mercedes 5 and 6. Good laps from them. And Russell's got pens. That's great to see. That's great to see. We love to see that. We're going to skip practice 2 here. And we will see 0.0 separating. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Sean. 500 separating the top. The top drivers. We are starting on mediums for sure here. It is a medium strategy. You don't touch the softs. The softs just die. And I think we know for future that Qatar can be done on the mediums. We just need to know how to use them correctly. Meanwhile, we will start on the sprint here in Kota.
Things are hotting up here in Texas for the sprint. And it's lights out and away we go.
We've got a decent start here for most drivers. Verstappen into P8. And we're going to try and ease off the ERS because we know the DRS will be enabled very soon here. Meanwhile, Pourchaire falling out of the DRS. So, gotta keep an eye on that. Leclerc drops the fastest lap as Verstappen now gets round the outside of Iwasa. What a move! Our drivers have good pace here.
It's a good stint so far.
I know we're using better engines than normal. Is everyone else using rubbish engines? I wonder. Leclerc now into P2 has the DRS.
And big lift off.
Copy.
Increase your lift and coast a little bit more, please.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Pourchaire still outside the DRS from the front two. And Mick is falling back from this pack, so we may need to push him a little bit here with Leclerc. Meanwhile, Pourchaire is staying with vaguely, whilst also being sort of out of the DRS multiple times here. He does have Ocon pressure, although he somehow got the detection point there, don't know how. Meanwhile, we've lost the detection point with Verstappen, don't know how that's happened.
Pick up the pace of it.
Let's switch on to low overtake aggression. Push to get back inside here of the DRS, which I'm not even sure we've gotten. Have we gotten it? Yeah, we have. Let's back off now again.
Increase at liftoff.
Increase Lyco. Increase Lyco. In your opinion, where do you think Max will go in the save if he leaves? Where do I think Max will go? I think he's Honestly, I think it's going to be like an absolute curveball. It's going to be like Alfa Romeo or McLaren. Something that we're not really like, you wouldn't really see in real life. Although I wish we could in this save just start calling them Audi. Because Audi has unfortunately more stature than Alfa Romeo. In my head. You're going to say Williams, that's deranged in my opinion. There's no way Williams are going to get Verstappen. I think Alpine have an outside chance. I think Mercedes potentially could swing him, but I would hate to see him in a Mercedes. I just don't like it. I mean, the Mercedes isn't quick, so we're not worried about them, but I just wouldn't like the look of him in a Mercedes at all. It would hurt my eyes. Kind of like Hamilton in a Red Bull, just it hurts the eyes. You know what I mean? Because Albon's contract is out with Williams at the end of the season. I mean, I more think someone else will move to Williams than Verstappen. I don't think it'll be Verstappen. I could see them buying someone's contract out. For example, Sean. Slipping through my fingers all the time. Leclerc still leading Russell here.
Take a look now.
Solov makes a mistake. Meanwhile, we're doing fine and dandy here. Ocon's fallen off the top 3. Can Verstappen now get away through on the Alpine of Mick Schumacher? Verstappen on the inside, looking for the move, unable to get it. And Verstappen has got to start making moves eventually here. Meanwhile, Leclerc defending from the Red Bull of George Russell.
Mamma mia. You're doing a good job.
Let's push. Double the lift off for the moment.
And can Verstappen now get a good run out of the hairpin and overtake now? Leclerc overtakes Russell. And Verstappen going for the move on Mick here. Gonna get it done. And Verstappen now can see the 2 Mercs ahead of him. Verstappen with a big send round the outside of Ocon. I mean, that's Norris. What a send!
Don't know what's happening. Keep pushing.
A historical send there
Pretty sure lift the coast
from
lift
Verstappen. Wow. Lando and Alex. I feel like Lando and Verstappen would be a really nasty partnership if they ever do team up. That would be a bad team to have to go up against, would be Lando and Max. God, I would hate to go up a team that had them too. We're now going to try and push now with Verstappen. Verstappen's got good tyre life remaining. We're just going to try and drop the Mercedes out of this battle
Don't risk anything.
and see can we head down the road after the cars ahead. Let's see, can we pull it off here with Verstappen? Although Verstappen does have to manage some fuel here, some ERS, etc. I feel like Alex is more likely to leave the grid though in this save, Sean, than
For info, we are not fuel limited. We are not
than
fuel
for like
limited.
Alex to go to a bigger team. Because he isn't really high rated anymore. He's kind of getting towards retirement in this save. Meanwhile, Norris is now latched onto the back of Verstappen. We're going to have to just manage the ERS with
Keep it sensible
Verstappen
all the
here.
time.
Maybe allow Norris through momentarily. Norris is going to try and drop us here, but we're firmly inside the ear or the DRS. I would say if you're Leclerc now, you can actually back off here, let Russell through. That'd be great.
Look after the tires.
Copy.
Recharge. Off.
Can Verstappen hold on to the rear now of
Can
the
go
Mercedes?
forward, the high speed.
Copy that.
And also, can Leclerc
Increase the stop,
disappear
pull the
from the
brakes.
clutches of the Red Bull and the Alfa Romeo? I think the question is, will be which teams are willing to sacrifice the drivers who are still under contracts and go snatch Max. You're absolutely right. There may be teams that sacrifice their current lineup just to make Max work. Which, you know, it's Max, so could happen. Meanwhile, Leclerc now going to round the final corner to start the penultimate lap. Has now gapped
Recharge on.
Russell and Pourchaire.
Okay, we'll go recharge off, Max. Recharge on, please.
Can Max now go for the move now on Norris? Both of these drivers are going to be out of contract at the end of the season. And into turn one they go. Side by side. Can Verstappen get through? He has. Has got through on Lando Norris. Lando may be able to come back at him though.
Bring your throttle lift earlier.
And save fuel.
Yeah, Alfa Romeo could
Full
pull the
impact
trigger,
are not
but you never really know.
limited. They're not fuel limited.
They could look to hold on. You know, we're not quite sure. But there's no way Max is going to be off the grid entirely. Right? 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 Meanwhile, Leclerc is going to have a comfortable win of the sprint. Max is going to have a comfortable P4.
Disable. DRS. Disable.
It's Awasamick, Ocon, Norris, Verstappen, Pourchaire, Russell, Leclerc is your point scores here today. And Russell also has a grid penalty for the next race.
The time is almost
Yeah,
come
I'm worried,
for our
Sean, that
drivers
we
to
actually
fight.
may have no Lando or Max on the grid at all, which would actually kind of suck. To be honest, it would kind of suck. I mean, I think let's try the medium, hard medium, but Leclerc going to start P1, Verstappen going to start P3, so Verstappen starts behind his championship rival here. No Vanguard, Max or Norris are not retiring. It's more they're both out of contract at the end of the season and we don't really know what's happening, so... And they're also getting older, so maybe they could.
It's the United
It's
States
just
Grand Prix.
the fact that we don't know.
It's lights out and away we go.
Leclerc now into turn one's going to lead us away. Followed by Pourchaire, followed by Verstappen, followed by Norris. And Verstappen now round the outside of Pourchaire. Into turn one. Oh, it looked like contact. They've kept it clean though. Verstappen, can he get into P2 here? Side by side, he goes through the S's with Teo Pourchaire. Can Verstappen eke out the soft runner of Pourchaire? Pourchaire on the softs is going to struggle here, surely. Yeah, I wanted both the drivers to be on that medium, hard, medium. Cause banter. And Pourchaire does get ahead of
Max, could you double your lift off, please?
does get ahead of Max now.
Increase LIGO for more performance.
Copy.
And hold push.
Yeah, copy.
Meanwhile, Porcher still pushing in behind Leclerc. Leclerc just needs to
Focus on
do
time.
what he's doing at the moment.
Copy.
Verstappen needs to push a little bit here just to stay with his teammate. There's a yellow flag out. For someone, don't know who it was for.
Right, let's have a look here
Solov
as we go
again.
into turn 8. Whoa!
Solov just struggling now after his great start in the AlphaTauris.
And push.
Copy.
Big lift off now.
Yeah, copy.
In general, if you can introduce some lift off.
Yeah.
DRS is enabled.
DRS enable. Oh no, Leclerc's just letting him through because why not? Meanwhile, Verstappen. Oh, why is Verstappen still on high overtake aggression? That's what he's been missing. That is why Verstappen's been struggling here.
Keep pushing. Hunting time.
You can cancel or reduce a lift off where possible.
Verstappen still does not have the DRS. Jesus Christ, Verstappen's been pushing flat out, still doesn't have the DRS.
Try to
Has
put
it
pressure.
now, but Leclerc now doesn't have it off Porcher. So this is a complicated. Right, now we can start to sort stuff out.
So focus on.
We are still building a gap here to Ocon, who's now under pressure from his teammate, Lando Norris. Meanwhile, Verstappen's going to have to use his tyre a bit here,
Okay, so it's closing up a little bit.
ideally.
Start button off.
Copy.
And we now have our mediums a good bit better than
Cut the tire management for the moment.
the softs of Porcher, which allows us now just to eke out the. It'd be funny if both Mercedes crashed together. It would be, but we're not going to try and put some bad juju in this because we did have our drivers crash here last time. I feel like laughing about that may bring out bad energy
Recharge.
of what happened last season. Porcher now on 57%.
And it'll just be recharge off whenever you're ready.
Okay.
As Leclerc now into turn 1, I'm going to tell Leclerc to let Porcher back through here. Never mind.
Go and take some
Doesn't
points on
want
it there,
to.
please.
I'm just going to tell Leclerc to disappear and Verstappen to overtake despite Piastri having DRS,
Front. Head down.
because
Copy.
we're going to have overwhelming pace on the soft runner of Porcher. We just need to make sure Verstappen stays with Leclerc through a couple corners now. Before we then drop the hammer yet again.
Could you double your
We're now outside of the DRS, but I think we can still keep pushing to build the gap from Piastri
And confirm. Lift
on
off.
those soft tyres.
Yeah, copy.
No, don't fight your teammate. Do not fight your teammate. Don't fight your teammate. Welcome in, Coda. How are things? How's things going?
Tire management.
Copy that.
Things have been going well. We still haven't decided who we're getting in to replace, slash if we're keeping Verstappen.
For the moment, Max.
We're leaning towards Behrman, as we have been for quite some time now, but the final decision has not been made. Meanwhile, we in the last race we secured the drivers' championship, so that which means only a Ferrari driver will win the drivers' championship. Now it's now between Max and Leclerc.
Copy.
Copy.
Recharge off when you're
So
ready.
only a Ferrari driver will win it this season. Yeah, or everyone is saying Behrman, and even I'm kind of saying Behrman. I think it may be Behrman.
Tyres.
I just do not want to completely shut Max out, I must be honest. Yeah, Gasly's not young. Gasly's probably not an option. Gasly's only like 86 rated, whereas Behrman's 88. And, you know, Behrman's not even racing, you know what I mean? And he's already higher rated than Gasly, so it could be Behrman.
So for us, it will just be recharge off when you're ready.
But I think we'll wait until the drivers is sorted before we do any announcements of our lineup for next season, because Max could still miraculously come back and win. You know what I mean?
Just look after this tyre.
Lando is on the radar, but his pricing is the issue. For me, pricing is not the issue. It's more I did a long save with Norris, with McLaren last game, and I'm like, do I want to have Leclerc and Norris? Also, we've had Behrman for so long as a reserve. I feel like he deserves the seat. Excuse me.
Okay, recharge off when you're ready.
Or your mum is now giving me the hiccups. Illegal. But I think Behrman deserves the Ferrari seat. It now comes down to, does Verstappen have enough in the tank to win the championship still? It is massively in Leclerc's court to win it. But if Verstappen somehow pulls out an absolute
Looks like
masterclass, then, you know, we're gonna have to consider keeping Verstappen if he wins it. You know what I mean? You don't just get rid of the driver's champion. You don't do that. So, meanwhile, we have got a big lead here. At the moment, we're 4.7 on Ocon. And we're just trying to extend this stint because we're going to try medium, hard, medium. But we're going to just try and extend it as long as it'll go. How quick is a medium hard around here? And how possible is it? Is it quicker? 12 seconds lower. Yeah, it's not doable, but anyway. We just want to extend the stint really so then we can use the pace out of the mediums later on. Because having the quicker tyre will be beneficial. I reckon Verstappen has one more lap in him. Meanwhile, Leclerc can push now just flat out until he's got a couple laps to do still. But it's going to be Verstappen onto the hards now. And Leclerc's going to do a couple more laps on the mediums. He's going to have much fresher mediums at the end. And much fresher tyres at the end, point blank period. As Verstappen now comes in. Did have help from his teammate with the DRS. Verstappen now exits 2 seconds ahead of Mick. 1 second behind Joe, who's yet to box. A couple seconds down the road from Borcher, who has boxed. Tried to go for the undercut, but we will have way quicker tyres. Meanwhile, Leclerc can just keep pushing to the limit. Yeah. Push it to the limit. Yeah. So hyped. Anyway.
Okay, Max, you can cancel or reduce lift off where
We're
possible.
stopping now into P7. Meanwhile, we're gonna have Leclerc do another lap here
Max, can you
before
just
going on to the
introduce
hards.
3 seconds of lift
We
off
may
now?
even do a medium, hard, soft if the pace is there. If we can stretch them. Which it says it's going to be a second quicker, so only if we've really stretched the hards, you know what I mean?
Box.
Box this lap.
Leclerc now into the box, as well as Maloney. Leclerc now, where's he going to exit? Pourchaire, P2. Verstappen going to get up into P3 now. But Leclerc is by any means not that far behind. He's within the DRS already of Verstappen, despite going 2 laps longer. Than his Ferrari teammate. As they're going to continue to just catch Pourchaire here on his stint on the mediums before we then head on to our final medium stint. But Russell's here on used hards. What we're going to do, chat, is we're going to head down the road because we don't want to be tagging Russell along here. Russell doesn't deserve to be here.
Less lift off.
So we're just going to peace out from Russell. Because Russell should not be in this battle at all for the lead. As we continue to head down the road. After Pourchaire, that is. As Leclerc now may send it into the hairpin where they had contact last season, which resulted in Leclerc winning the championship. You're absolutely right, Sean. Them battling around these corners is not a great memory, I must say. We're now going to tell both of them to try and absolutely send it to get through on Pourchaire. He's got way worse tyres than us. He's just going to waste us time.
Press and hold the overtake.
And with DRS now, Leclerc on the rear of Pourchaire. Can Verstappen find a way through on Pourchaire as well? Leclerc now round the outside of Teo Pourchaire. Verstappen has a little luck, but can he find a way through on the Alfa Romeo? The Alfa Romeo goes defensive. Can Leclerc head down the road now?
We are counted P1.
Meanwhile, Verstappen needs to send it here from way far back, but he's unable to, and he may have allowed Leclerc to slip on down the road. Meanwhile, Verstappen finally gets ahead of Teo Pourchaire, and we're going to continue to push here to escape the DRS from Pourchaire behind. And now that we're firmly out of the DRS, we're now going to back off with both drivers here.
Okay, Max.
Although Max needs to push a little bit because Pourchaire's still there. Despite being on warm mediums, we've seen Tsunoda has had some issue.
This was the 4th corner.
It could be a spin for Tsunoda. He's just cut the corner. Ref, send him off. Ref. Come on. Come on, ref. Ridiculous. No.
Just look after this tyre set though. Look after it.
Meanwhile, Russell's now back in the battle again for the lead. Because why not?
We do not require any fuel liftoff.
Yeah.
Keep trying to push to drop out Pourchaire and co. Out of this fight. Dear Lord, that'd be great.
Recharge on, please, Max.
Slow down.
Yeah, copy that.
Fucking hell, man.
Prep ourselves for a push.
And Russell's just here now. He's just here.
You've got the margin to push.
How have you let Russell through, Verstappen? How have you
Here
physically
we are,
done
then,
it?
at the 11th corner.
Didn't ask about Solov. I want to see how Max physically lost. P1, P2. Meanwhile, Russell's going to send it on Leclerc, which I'm fine with because we're just going to send it back through again.
Let's take a closer
What's
look.
this one? Is this
Here
the
we
one
are
on?
then,
Yep, it's
looking
just the
at-
one on Leclerc. Meanwhile, we're just going to absolutely yeet it back through on Russell.
Go and take some points.
Because
on
his
it,
hards
please.
are gone in comparison to ours. So we're just going to absolutely send
I'll
it.
leave it to you.
Copy that. Yes.
Good job.
And hopefully this time escape Russell for good.
We are out for DRS.
How are you not escaping Russell? This is brave, Verstappen. This is really brave. How you're somehow not escaping him.
Good to push up. So recharge on for the moment.
Unbelievable scenes.
Start button on.
Russell now comes in for his early box, but we're gonna stay out
Russell is boxing.
because we know we can overcut. Well, we won't really overcut and come out ahead, but we do have the pace to then catch Russell back again here.
For info, we are not fuel limited. We are not fuel limited.
Okay.
It's just to confirm it's thermal dig.
It's thermal dig, thermal dig. Verstappen has another lap in him before he heads now onto the mediums to the end here. 15 laps for them to go. Meanwhile, Leclerc has another lap ahead of that to go. Verstappen now coming in. Meanwhile, Leclerc does have a 5-second gap to Verstappen, as well as the extra tire life that he will have now that he boxes onto the mediums. Meanwhile, Verstappen comes out just ahead of Ocon. Thankfully, a bit down the road from Ocon. Verstappen now needs to head after Maloney, Iwasa, and Russell here.
Charles decline.
And Maloney should be coming in, otherwise we're just going to send it on him. Iwasa comes in, Leclerc comes in, actually has a bad pit stop.
Yeah, sorry about it.
And Russell inherits the lead, but this could spice up the battle yet again here
Or reduce lift off.
between Leclerc and Verstappen. Leclerc had built a good gap to his teammate, and now could that gap close yet again here?
On the right line.
And that gap does close yet again here.
Increase your lift of coast a little bit more, please.
Now, can they push on these mediums to the end, is my question. Can they absolutely use them? Yes, they can. Okay. Our drivers are going to absolutely abuse the mediums to the end, because us overcutting helped us do that. But as we're going to move on now, we're going to go on medium overtake aggression for both of them. And we're just going to sim on now as they continue to battle, trying to catch Russell as well here. And Verstappen is putting up a decent fight here, but Leclerc has the better tyres. There's a yellow flag out for... who's this for?
Right, let's have a look as we
Montoya. Meanwhile, Verstappen finally does get through on Russell. There's a fastest lap out there for somebody. Maloney. That's right, 2.7 behind. Verstappen sends it on Leclerc. And they're both battling over who gets to have a bite at the cherry of George Russell first. Although, to be fair, Russell's tyres aren't that much worse than Verstappen's here now. Because Verstappen has been pushing a lot to try and catch Russell here. Once we do actually catch into the DRS of Russell, I think we're just going to manage our tyres once we're in it. Meanwhile, Russell does have some traffic here of, you guessed it. Oh wait, it's Solov this time, it's not Hadjar. Hilarious. Don't you dare block us, Solov. Oh, there's gonna be questions. Don't you dare block us. Round the outside, Leclerc goes of Solov. He almost blocks Verstappen. Thank God he does not. We're gonna say conserve for both these drivers. Conserve on their mediums, get the tyre times down.
Keep on top of the tyres.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Leclerc starting to find a way through on George Russell. Just about has the DRS, does Max. Max now needs to use more of his tyre just to stay within here.
Make the tyres last, Max.
Keep going, push.
Yeah, good.
Meanwhile, Russell is trying to disappear. There's 3 laps to go. There's a yellow flag out.
Let's have a look as we go into the third.
It is the Mercedes, as Sean predicted. It's Ocon and Norris.
Has to be said,
And they both have gone off.
I wouldn't be surprised if they
Which would have been Mercedes' best result of the season, P5 and 6. And as Sean predicted, they've both hit each other and gone off. And now they're down P10 and 11.
There is a crash.
Unbelievable.
Okay, Max. You can cancel or reduce a lift off where possible.
Max now does have DRS. There's a 5-second time penalty for Ocon. Who would have guessed? Who would have guessed Ocon picks up the penalty? So unlike him to pick up penalties. Hey, it really is unlike our boy Ocon to pick up some pens.
No, Mikey, no, Mike, that was so not right.
By now, because Jesus, the Mercedes have been in a rut for a while. Meanwhile, Leclerc now on the outside of George Russell.
2 more laps.
Can he find a way through? Meanwhile, Verstappen on the back of George Russell. George Russell. Georgie. There's a yellow flag out. Is it for Ocon again?
Pace now, Max.
Oh, wow. A virtual...
yellow flag here.
VSC.
A VSC just as Verstappen makes the move on the Red Bull. And that's Maloney
Clearly unable to
completely...
take decisive action.
Oh, he's
That
completely
would
broken the
have broken
McLaren to
their confidence,
pieces.
I'm sure.
That McLaren is gone. And the VSC comes out just as Verstappen gets into P2. So a crucial time to make that move it ended up being. And I believe the race now is going to end under this VSC.
It's a fairly heavy accident.
Could be a lot of debris here.
Is everyone okay?
But he's out the car and okay.
And we are right. Leclerc now just going to round the final corner along with Verstappen and Russell here. And Leclerc wins yet again in USA. Awas is going to get the P4. Porcher going to get P5. Mick P6. Gasly P7. Sonoda.
Was a mega race.
What is this? Oh, this is just the Leclerc highlight. Sonoda P8. Albon P9. More good points for Williams, but hilariously, Ocon, who picked up the penalty, is going to drop behind Piastri because of the penalty. It's going green now, but Ocon's going to drop behind Piastri because of the pain. Hilarious. Hilarious. Mercedes, yet again, no points. Hilarious. Ocon has just completely fucked Mercedes. Jesus Christ, I'm sure they're livid with him. Absolutely livid. I would be too. I would be too. Yeah, Verstappen back on the podium again after quite a duration, I must say. Did that say something about an F1 title?
It gets even better for the team with both drivers scoring a podium finish this weekend.
I need to clip that and listen to it back. They said something about a title. Were they on about the constructors or the drivers or what? I need to listen to this back. Whenever it eventually loads, because the Twitch app sucks major donkey balls. Yeah, 1-2 for Ferrari. It's been a while since we've got a 1-2. Because Max may have lost the championship hour, so he's like happy with P2, but also, you know. Jesus Christ, I'm sure they're livid with him. Absolutely livid. I would be too. I would be too. Right, listen in, chat. Yeah, Verstappen back on the podium again after quite a duration. What? Yeah, Verstappen back on the podium again after quite a duration, I must say. Right. Did that say something about that? So Crofty, I believe, said that the title has gone to Leclerc, and that your other man said, can't remember his name off the top of my head for now. So it's nearly 7 a.m. lads. I would remember. It's not Lawrence. It's does anyone remember his name? I'm losing it. Can't remember his name. Yeah, I'm not getting it. Anyway. We're going to do some quick math here. They said that we won the championship here, but only the math will tell. So, we head to Mexico Grand Prix. 4 rounds remaining. One of them is a sprint. The maximum that Max Verstappen can get now is 114 points. 114 points is the maximum that Max Verstappen can get. And let's see here. The gap between Leclerc and Verstappen is... It's 128, so that is it, chat. Leclerc wins the drivers in back-to-back seasons in COTA. This time he did not take out Max Verstappen. Max Verstappen earlier in the season realistically took out himself. And yeah, I think that is the drivers locked up. That is the constructors locked up, I'm pretty sure. So these rest of these races are pretty much a formality. And you know what, chat? I honestly don't care what happens in qualifying. Like, let's say, do I have the brain cells to put up with qualifying? Let's try. The research for the underfloor is now complete. Do I have the brain cells to come up? Welcome in, Kong. Welcome back in. Does anything else need refurb? Let's have a look. Nothing really. Performance targets, one driver Q2, both drivers in, or one driver Q3, both drivers in Q2. Let's just leave it vague. But anyway, chat, we're now going to load in. What's Enrico's morale like for you? He is always depressed, Kong, at all times, no matter what is happening. He hates his life. We've tried therapy with him, but, you know, he's a lost soul. Now, chat, what we're gonna do is we're gonna just chuck Ollie Behrman in the car. Is it because you're having the same thing, Kong, by any chance? Where he just constantly is like, I have low morale at all points in the season. He never does not have low morale. I caught him on okay morale once and signed him a 5-year contract. Well, yeah, he's always depressed here, so it is an exception to the rule when he finally does be happy. But anyway, chat, I think we can rifle through these races pretty quickly. Just wondering if Enrico hated Haas so much that he wanted to kill himself. He hates Ferrari too, even though we are now 3 times consecutive champions. He just hates being here. He just hates being anywhere, unfortunately. I feel like that's insensitive to make it a boss like next level depressed. I feel like that isn't good to make someone in a video game severely depressed.
That's a real test to teams during qualifying laps. Reduced downforce can mean tricky cornering and a test for keeping the power units cool around this track.
You know. Anyway, we're now going to load into qualifying here. I think we're just going to... It's Mexico, so you do need good straight line speed, so we are going to put the best parts in the car. I think we're just going to put the best parts in the car for the rest of the season, to be honest. Because all the tracks, Mexico, Brazil, Las Vegas, Abu Dhabi, kind of do need straight line speed for all of them. So we're just going to use the best parts in the car for the rest of the season. But we're not going to be manufacturing any parts, we're just researching the end of the season. That's the only thing we're touching on the cost cap. But yeah, we're going to load into qualifying here and see, can we speedrun these races? Can we speedrun these races? I'm going to try and speedrun the end of the season if we can, because it's already won by Leclerc and Ferrari, so just let's not get blocked here by Lawson if we can. Lawson's there. There we go. Let's just skip on. If our drivers haven't made it through, actually, Max is going to have to go out anyway, because he's just shit. Despite having a practice session more than Leclerc has come out of the gate flying quicker than Leclerc. Verstappen now starts his lap and should now improve, does improve ahead of Leclerc. That's what you like to see. Just going to skip Q1 now. And I'm intrigued to see, can Max pull out any big results at the end of the season here, because it could potentially save him, but it would need to be big, man. Anyway, is that Joe and both Haas's out? So Haas's have come from the heights of winning in Spain to now being both out in Q1. Joe, Maloney smashed the car to pieces in Kota, so not great outing for him. Meanwhile, we're just going to save, head on through to Q2. Hopefully no one blocks our lap. Yada yada.
Very nice.
And I don't think anyone's going to block our lap here, so it's going to be a good lap for both drivers. Hopefully. Leclerc now actually is the driver who's behind
If you dash negative,
by 4 tenths.
tires and we will box this lap.
Your Haas won the drivers and constructors in 2026, then 2027 start off the slowest car. We have had that before as well, Kong. We have had seasons like that before as well. Where just certain seasons it's not clicking. Doing get out of the way. You have no idea how to research. You just gotta do it a lot, basically, in multiple areas, repetitively throughout the season,
Currently P3.
and then boom, research.
Good laps.
Went from Lando winning 15 races in 26. I think that might be better than our record. I think Leclerc's got 13 wins in some season. Meanwhile, the gaps here are very close. Very close. Wow. Yes, you should call. Research everything. Repeatedly. Iwasa out after having been on such good form. Sonoda out. Thrown in the towel. Hadjar out because he's just bad in this game. Meanwhile, we're going to head now into Q3, both on fresh softs, to see can we stick it on pole here in Q3. Sebastian Montoya is the GOAT. You're alright. You're alright. Man is goated with the sauce. Meanwhile, we will get our laps sorted, no one blocking us. Leclerc was quickest, Verstappen a 10th behind. And then we're going to head straight on to the next set of softs. As Mick has gone quickest, followed by Norris, 8 thousandths behind. Yeah, Montoya has been making errors. But as a rookie, chat, we all know that the rookies, you know, burn through their tires too quickly. And that was to be expected, to be honest. It was to be expected of the rookies that they would burn through their tires too quickly. Verstappen now has an Alfa Romeo for company on his lap. That's now disappeared. It was probably someone on an in lap. So chat, I didn't even want to restart qualifying. I didn't want to restart qualifying. I honest to God didn't want us to restart it. But what the fuck is this? What is this?
Currently P3. It's a good lap.
No sound. How's that happened?
No sound.
So you
Coda,
are
I think that's
P9,
a problem on your end. The sound sounds fine for me. Yeah, I'm a restart because fuck that. It's annoying. I fucking hate it. Just game work, please. Before I say something that I'm gonna regret. I should have saved it after our first, and I thought I will be happy with whatever happens with the AI, but I wasn't. They fucking blocked 90% of the fucking lap. Oh my god.
And stay negative.
Let's save now, and then we'll do our final run we'll be happy. We'll move on. I just hate having to repeat fucking qualifying 30 times a day. I just want to do it once and leave it. Dear God. You think you just got affiliate code? Let's go. Let us go. Let us go. For those of you who don't know, Coda in the chat is a fellow streamer and an absolute baller. So give Coda a follow. Has it give you affiliate? What do you mean you think you know? Do you want to send me a picture in DMs, Coda, of what it says? 14 viewers. Let's go, Coda. Let's go. If you want to send me, Coda, in DMs of what Twitch have sent you, being like, you've been given affiliate. I don't even remember what it's supposed to say. When is Russell coming out? There we go. Do you mean you have affiliate as in you've got a good enough interactions at the moment to get affiliate, but you haven't actually applied yet? Is that what you're saying? Oh my God, they've both gone yellow. You know what? Fuck a chat. I don't care. 5 and 6, we'll take it. Let's move on. I don't want to do qualifying another minute. You're waiting on 5 chatting. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, Lando. But we're gonna do the soft, medium, soft, which is the way to go around Mexico. Soft, medium, soft. And we're gonna hit in. Well, Coda, after you finish your stream, I can help you set up. Affiliate. I'm pretty sure it's pretty straightforward.
What will happen next? We're about to find out.
And I can help you with other things as well. But I want to give you my PC for the stream. Please? Please? I'll take a PC. I'd love a PC. I mean, if you want to send me a PC, I might not say no. Verstappen's not a great start. Verstappen's down in P7 now. Love it. Leclerc now sends on the inside of the Mercedes. That's probably your last PlayStation stream. Okay, good to know. Oh, Leclerc now all the way up into P2. Can Verstappen get back through on Russell now? Meanwhile, Leclerc still battling with Norris here. Meanwhile, Verstappen unable to get the Red Bull.
Keep the patience up.
Okay.
Oh no, Verstappen somehow losing out to Mick here. How is that fathomably possible?
Just keep your head
Wow. 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 And DRS is now enabled, chat, but it won't actually be usable until sector 3 here, because the detection point being in the final corner.
Currently P2.
Can we get Max to now send it around the outside of Mick? That'd be great. That'd be great. He doesn't have the balls. That's great to know.
press and hold the overtake.
Yeah.
Charge button on. Charge button on.
Charge button on. Charge button on. Meanwhile, Leclerc and Porcher go side by side here.
Okay.
And I just kind of want to manage the softs and stuff with Leclerc here. I don't really want to push too hard. But we're going to have to push hard again just to get back inside the fucking DRS.
Head down.
Dear Lord, on a spike. Never back down, never what?
Back down, never what?
Never back down, never what?
Never give up.
Never back down, never what?
Never give up.
But never mind. Oh shit! Again, Leclerc. Just stay. Stay.
Start button on.
Copy.
Start button off.
Yeah, copy.
Press that button. We are building a gap to the cars behind, doing this soft, medium, soft.
Okay.
Here. Just need to hold on really to what we're doing. You gotta hold on to what we got. It doesn't make a difference if we make it or not. We got each other, and that's a lot for love. We'll give it a shot. We're halfway there. You know. Every once in a while, chat, you just need to have a song break, you know what I mean? Just song break is required. Yellow flag out for Piastri? No? Someone else? Someone else is dropping
This is
down.
what happened. Now here we are tackling
It's
turn
a
three.
Yuma Awesa. A Yuma Awesa goes deep. Come on, Leclerc, stay inside the DRS. Be a man. Be a man. I want the strength of the coursing river, with all the strength of great typhoon.
You can catch him.
The strength. I don't even remember it. Yeah, Verstappen, his awful start has come back to haunt him, to be honest, and we've been telling him, like, can you stop sucking, but he continues to suck, and yeah. All the strength of a raging fire, mysterious as the dark side of the moon.
Yeah, copy.
Just, I'm here all week, chat. I'm here all week for all the Disney bangers, if you want to hear them. You know what I mean? I think he just wanted the team and wanted to end the season quickly. You may be right, Sean. He's not really putting up a fight that you would deem worthy of keeping that Ferrari seat. Coda says he likes Pocahontas. It is a banger. It is a banger. You know what I mean? Only certified club bangers over here. Meanwhile, Leclerc falling under the DRS again. I mean, I just kind of wish you'd let us know, Leclerc, whenever he was trying to disappear. You know? Just let us know whenever that little Alfa Romeo is trying to go.
And start button on.
Hey, yo, I got a girl, man. I can't be saying I want fictional character Pocahontas on stream. Sonoda contact with the Williams round the final corner. Into the wall. Forced is Sonoda. Well, actually, fictionally real Pocahontas. Why does Verstappen not have DRS? That makes no sense. Makes physically no sense why he has no DRS.
Increase your lift and coast a little bit more, please, Max.
Yeah.
Try to put pressure on him.
Is there a soft stop coming up soon? It is. Can we disappear from port chair? Not just yet, but soon. But soon. Soon we will have our revenge.
Keep pushing.
Verstappen, do you want to like be quicker? That'd be great. Be really great if you were like quicker, Verstappen, you know. I mean, are we talking about Pocahontas?
Max, go and
out of the movie Pocahontas, or are we talking about Pocahontas out of the movie Night at the Museum? Cause, you know, just, you know, anyway. Moving further onward,
Okay, recharge on.
Verstappen continues to follow Norris as Norris is struggling to stay inside the DRS. Just about has it. Come on, Verstappen, do it. Do it! You've got it. Come on. Sonoda has retired from the Mexican GP. I can see that now. Thanks for pointing that out, Sean. I missed that. That damage with the wall must have been too great. Meanwhile, we've got Verstappen on the outside. Norris really on the inside here. And Verstappen, come on, you gotta get this move done. You gotta get it done, quite simply. There's no excuse. If you didn't say that, I don't think I would have caught on. If you're on about the Sonoda thing, yeah, I don't think I would have noticed Sonoda being gone because he used to be. Oh my god, Leclerc, man. Every so often we look, he's on much better softs and still cannot stay in the fucking DRS, man. What is going on? What is going on with Leclerc, like?
Caution on the battery.
No, don't send it now, you pillock.
Info, Max, we are not fuel limited.
The next
Not fuel
fucking
limited.
straight. I have you on low overtake aggression for a reason. Here we go. Now, go for the move. Oh my lord.
We are losing time, guys.
Do you think?
Keep going.
Right, Leclerc now needs to drop the hammer, escape from poor chair. Max just needs to burn these tires because they're gone.
No DRS. No DRS.
No Irish for you.
And charge on.
A recharge on, a recharge on. Gonna do another lap here with Max. Max now is gonna be going on to the mediums after this lap. Meanwhile, Leclerc is gonna do an extra lap
Recharge on, please, Max. Recharge on.
before heading onto the mediums. Max now onto the medium tyres. Gets out ahead of anyone to block him, but there is a was over shore here. Who's going to get easily past him, I believe, unless he can somehow defend from Vershoor, although Vershoor does have the DRS. Come on, Maxine. Come on, Maxie.
Not fuel limited. We're not fuel limited.
Come on, Max. Come on, Max. Come on.
Charge on.
Giddy up, old champ. He's just not doing it. He's just not doing it. Come on. Come on.
Charge the flank.
Max is still somehow there. Meanwhile, Leclerc comes in with a lot of drivers here boxing as well, the same lap.
The white line or clearing exit.
I think we're going to just push now with Verstappen. He's only going to be held up by these medium runners if he does not push to try and get past. Meanwhile, Leclerc exits into P3 comfortably. Meanwhile, Piastri out on the hards. We were battling with Pourchaire, and he's now P6. We have overcut the hell out of him. Meanwhile, Verstappen now trying to get round the outside of Russell, and he does send it on the Red Bull driver. And Max does get through
Increase
now
lift to 12
into
Okay.
bit of patience.
P10.
You can cancel or reduce liftoff where possible.
Can Leclerc find a way through now? He's going to go for the move on Iwasa. On the inside now.
Car's about to turn off.
And does get through on Iwasa.
Recharge.
Lovely move there
Recharge on.
from Verstappen.
Just manage the tyres.
Yeah, yeah.
We're going to even see, can we get this move done with Verstappen without even using battery here. He's going to have to push.
Verstappen team radio. F
To get
asterisk
clear of
asterisk
Lawson, which he has
asterisk
done.
Hellman. George almost drove into me. That's a F
Um,
asterisk asterisk asterisk
Sean
dangerous
says,
move.
This is Verstappen team radio. Fucking hell, man. George almost drove into me. That's a fucking dangerous move. I don't think it was that dangerous, but things do get heated in the driver's cockpit, so you never know what Max was saying. We do not have his onboard radio, unfortunately. Meanwhile, Lawson continuing to head down the road here. I think we're just going to back off our ERS and such for a little bit. Oh, there's contact between Lawson and Russell's gone round.
Looks like quite a big accident, yeah.
So just watch out
And
for debris here.
that has added a bit of drama here. Well, I'm not going to tell him to avoid high-risk curbs, but, you know. Yeah,
Arrow is the
George
goat.
this time does have Coda, or, well, Coda says Arrow the goat. Meanwhile, George this time does have contact with Lawson. And George turns in way too early. He turns in way too early. He turns in way too early. That has to be George. But thank you for calling me the goat, Coda. You the real MVP.
Virtual safety car deployed.
Just making sure it's a virtual safety car, not a full safety car. If it was a full safety car, that would have been annoying.
Now the Alpha Tauri
Hadjar's out.
Incident.
Was that under VSC? Under VSC, Hadjar's just that good. Wow. Under VSC, Hadjar, you just cannot compete with under VSC Hadjar, you know what I mean?
Charge button off.
Okay.
Just no one can compete with VSC Hadjar.
Okay, Max. You can cancel.
I think it may have been the Lawson and Russell incident that caused the VSC, Sean. Genuinely. I'm not quite sure. We can run the tape back. But I think that's what caused it. Let us harvest now with Verstappen, because Verstappen is going to be caught eventually by the drivers behind, I would say. Yeah, but they can still cause a VSC, Sean, because they were both blocking the road, you know what I mean? Meanwhile, Leclerc has lost out to Pourchaire again. I cannot fathom how shit Leclerc is. He had like such a gap to Pourchaire. How did Pourchaire how did he physically get back into DRS? I'm so confused. How did he physically even pull that off?
Might be a chance.
Copy. Oh,
Anyway, moving swiftly onward. We've now both Alfa Romeos here, and Piastri's actually got good tyres, meanwhile Pourchaire does not. Meanwhile Verstappen's just trying to keep it ahead of Mick. Yeah, it looks like the Alfa Romeo is a rocket ship, because seems there's nothing we can do to compete with it. Meanwhile, we've lost out to Piastri as well somehow. Simply unacceptable. Simply unacceptable, Leclerc. Holy fuck, that is bad. Holy fuck, that is bad.
Is Laiko.
Meanwhile, Max has also lost out to Norris. It's just like both of our drivers don't care anymore. Meanwhile, Leclerc round the outside of Porcherny has to make it work. Has to make it work. I don't know how Verstappen's losing out to the drivers ahead.
Okay, so it's closing up a little bit.
I think we can drop Porcher off our tail here.
Good job. That should be good. Now save fuel.
Save the fuel. Save the fuel.
Don't destroy the tyres too quickly, Max.
Yep.
Right. Please, dear Lord. Just out of the hairpin, Leclerc has like no traction, it seems. And now that Norris has fallen out of the DRS, we just need to plow past him, catch Mick. Pretty simple. With a low. Oh my God, Leclerc, man. Oh, it's like managing a toddler, like. Man forgets. Am I supposed to be trying to catch this guy? Yeah. Yeah.
You can catch
Like,
it.
stay in his DRS, please.
Recharge on, please, Max.
Okay.
And Leclerc just wasting DRS, or not even DRS, ERS, to stay with him. Yellow flag out. Multiple cars crashed.
Something's gone on there. Looks like it's Zhou Guan Yu.
It's Zhou Guan Yu, our favourite, who loves to fucking block everyone in qualifying.
We suggest more Lyco.
We suggest more Lyco, more Lyco.
Charge off.
A recharge off, recharge off. I swear our setup is so bad in the middle sector. Like, so bad in the middle sector.
Charge button on.
Have they just put like a 0 rear wing on the car or something?
Recharge on.
Can't even stay with Piastri. Just pushing on the tires. It's impressive, lads. It really is impressive. How shit you are, Leclerc.
Recharge off.
Really
You're ready.
mind-boggling how bad it is.
Charge button on. Look after the tires.
Back it out. Back it out.
Right, we've gapped Porcher at least.
Ah. Yeah. Stay cool. And slow down now.
Recharge on. Recharge on.
Please just stay with him for heaven's sake. Oh, you just forget about one driver, then the other driver fucks it. Jesus Christ. Please just absolutely yeet it on the fucking Mercedes.
Can go tire management.
You're welcome.
There's no tyre management happening here. Oh, except for Verstappen being an absolute bitch. Backing out of every move. Piastri now in for his soft stop. We're just now going to push now really long
Don't take any risks.
on the... really long on the mediums. I think we're doing the same with Verstappen now. He needs to push on these mediums just to stay inside the DRS
Take
here.
some points off Leclerc, please.
Charge button
Meanwhile,
on.
Verstappen's actually indirectly holding up Piastri here.
Just to confirm it's thermal dig.
How does Verstappen not have DRS? I don't even know. I don't want to know how you don't have fucking DRS.
Caution on the battery.
Big send from Verstappen now. It may have been too early though because he's not going to have DRS from Mick. I don't know what he's thinking. Now Piastri's just straight into the lead. Mick, what the fuck? Or Max, what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? What are you actually doing?
Focus on the right ahead.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, recharge on.
Yeah, I'm gonna just do this lap and then box with Leclerc. Verstappen can fucking stay out for all I care. Don't know what he's doing. Don't know what he's doing at all. I mean, it was retarded from fucking Max to make a move there because then he was just gonna get the double overtake on the straight.
Now I'm just
Multiple cars crashed yet again here in Mexico. It's Ocon yet again, contact with another Williams. Ocon, such a clean driver, never makes any mistakes. You know, so clean. Leclerc now in for the softs. As Max is going to do another lap before he goes on to the softs.
So box, pick confirm. Box, pick confirm.
And Leclerc now out in P2. And let's skip on to see what we can do here as time progresses. Max is in clear air, which we like because we don't like him having to think with that little brain of his. Meanwhile, Leclerc is just losing time hand over fist to the Alfa Romeos ahead. Yeah, it is an Alpha 1-2 at the moment. And Leclerc is not really catching at a great rate, I must say. Meanwhile, is Verstappen even catching at a great rate with the cars ahead? Not really. I'm kind of hoping they catch quicker rather than later, because then we can do more tire management.
Max, just to confirm it's thermal dig.
You know, but if you're not feeling in the mood, lads, you know, do your own thing. Jesus, Max, please overtake him. Thank you. Is that hard? Was it really that hard?
More light off.
Copy.
Some light, go please.
Okay.
We're gonna tell Leclerc now to absolutely dump the battery, try and catch up to fourth chair, and then protect his tires after that. And Leclerc now into P2. I think Max can just push on his tires to the end here. Meanwhile, Leclerc may have to manage a little bit,
Push up.
which we will do now that he's in the DRS. Let us first of all manage his ERS. Both Mercs are P4 and 5
Okay.
at the moment. Meanwhile, Verstappen's still trying to catch the train of the Mercs and Russell. Verstappen's just happy to be here, I guess.
Charge button on.
Copy.
Meanwhile, Leclerc has his ERS fully regained. Just needs to hold on to the DRS of the car ahead.
Off.
Copy. Copy that.
Can slow down.
Copy.
Meanwhile, I think Max has just got to start making moves. To be honest, he's so far back from the drivers ahead.
Less of a lift.
Gotta go for a move on the outside of Russell now. But there's 22-second gap from these Mercs all the way up to the Ferrari and the Alfa Romeos.
Not too bad, that.
This is really good. Increase lift off for the brakes.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, if Toto still is here at Merc, he is anxious because they did just crash into each other. Meanwhile, Verstappen's opening the door for Russell. Why? Why?
Could you double your lift off, please?
Just why is my question. Not even
You need to
like
push
why are you racing that way is the question.
and 5 laps to go.
5 laps to go. 5 laps to go.
Okay, recharge on, please, Max. Recharge on.
There's some lap traffic of the Williams here that may cause some bother. Please do not get in our way. Do not get in our way. Thank the Lord. Just avoided that Williams. Meanwhile, Ocon's falling back from Norris, so here is our gateway. Is to now absolutely dump the battery now and overtake Ocon.
We are losing time, guys.
You think?
Keep pushing.
The Red Bull, the lapped fucking car of Guan Yu Zhou holding us up. Taking us out of DRS of the car ahead. Ridiculous. Zhou will always fucking block us. I hope he loses his fucking seat.
Just keep it sensible on the tyres, Max.
Ridiculous. Absolutely fucking ridiculous.
Recharge.
Blocked by the fucking lapped Red Bull.
And charge button on.
Yeah, copy.
Well, Leclerc's decided to go for the move, and I think fuck it at this point. Just go. Just absolutely drop the hammer.
Push, push.
May as well go now and disappear down the road while you can.
Have a recharge on, please.
Meanwhile, Verstappen also going for the same move. So, fuck it again. Just drop the hammer with the DRS if you can.
Full info, Max.
And
We are
Leclerc now has escaped the DRS of Portier behind. Meanwhile, Verstappen still has a lot to do to try and escape the DRS of Norris behind. But Leclerc has pulled it off with his immense pace. Meanwhile, Verstappen just cannot do the same because he's not built that way. He's not built like that.
Focus on to bring your tyre temperatures back.
He's not
under
built
control
diff.
at the moment.
He is not built diff. And now Verstappen now is just going to hold on
DRS is
to his
disabled.
fuel
DRS disabled.
Yeah, copy.
and trying to not bottle P4 at this stage.
Recharge on.
And Leclerc now is going to round the final corner and win in Baku. It's his 3rd consecutive win. Meanwhile, Verstappen has to try and defend here on the final lap from Lando Norris.
That's Leclerc.
And can he defend? Verstappen has done it, but he needs to manage some fuel here. He's getting perilously close to the edge. But Leclerc has his 3rd consecutive win. I mean, not Baku, this is Maxo. What am I saying? Why did I say Baku? It's 7 AM, you know, Sean. Anyway, Iwasa, Gasly gets points for Alfa Romeo, Mick gets points. Mercedes getting points, which they should have realistically gotten Kota. But Leclerc wins yet again. Yet again, chat.
was a great
And chat, Leclerc does win. 11 wins to 3 at this stage, chat. 11 wins to 3. I think I've come to my conclusion, chat. I believe it will be time for Ollie Behrman to join Ferrari next season as a full-time driver. And we're gonna see, can we give him a contract? I want to see, is there any contract break clause here? Is there any contract break clause for Ollie Behrman's contract, which would be stupid because he is one of our drivers? Renew contract. Next season, we want car 2, 5 seasons. Yeah, there's no cost to break contract. Okay, that's good because he's just getting promoted. Let's just see what he wants. $3 million a year. Well, chat, here is the offer for Ollie Behrman. If anyone wants to speak now or forever hold your peace, once we click square, as you can see on your screen, Max Verstappen will be leaving at the end of the season. So if anyone has any objections, let me know. Otherwise, Ollie Behrman will join Ferrari at the end of 2031. Do we have any objections? Yes or no? Do we have any affirmations of people being like, get him in, get Ollie in? But I do think it is time. Ollie Behrman has spent around 6 seasons or so as a Ferrari reserve, and I think it is time now for Ollie Behrman to sign for Ferrari at the end of the 2031, well, at the start of the 2032 season. Ollie Behrman will be joining us on a 5-year deal. $3 million a year is very cheap. And also, while we're here, chat, I think we are going to sign our reserve driver, who, there is a good couple reserve drivers, but I think the one we're going to go for is, I mean, Carlos Sainz would be lovely. He says he's not interested, but we're going to go for Josefa Sepulveda, F2 champion, deserves a seat in one of the cars. Actually, let's save before we offer, because I don't even know how much she wants. Because we now have Ollie Behrman coming in. But we're going to offer... what is her stats? She's very good at defending and good at control. Decent. Interesting. Reserve start date is next season. And I think $1 million is too much for a reserve. I mean, maybe not that much. Maybe 650. She's not happy with 5 seasons. She's not happy with. Maybe we can go up to $1 million. 4. Not happy with $1 million. Interesting. Considering Ollie Behrman is on $3 million in car 2. Alright, she's happy with the money, but not the seasons. And yep, that's. Oh, we have one more shot at getting her in 1 season. If oh, she just doesn't want to join for. We can keep offering her though. Maybe if I just say 5 seasons and a signing bonus of like 100k, she'll say yes. Because it keeps letting us offer her contracts. Nope. Her patience is low, chat, but it's not like restricting us from offering. This is a little broken. We're just kind of cycling through here. Normally, after you fail the low patience negotiation, you can no longer talk to them. But they're just like, yeah, you can keep talking to us. Let's offer her more money. There we go, chat. All she wanted was more money, and she signed on for 5 years, and she will join us as our reserve driver at the end of the season. Joseph Sepulveda. I think it's time for Ollie to do FE1. I think you're right. I think you're right, Sean. Meanwhile, we have Brazil next. Ollie Behrman is signed. And you know what, chat? We've had trouble with the cost cap as of late. But we'll be paying Ollie Behrman like 10% of what we were paying Max. So the cost cap should really not be a bother, like, permanently in the future. Like, cost cap should not worry us ever. But anyway, chat, I think that is going to be it from me tonight. If you have enjoyed, please drop a follow. I think I'm going to wrap it up now before we do the Brazil Grand Prix. We'll do the Brazil Grand Prix next time out, followed by Vegas and the Abu Dhabi circuit as well. And then we will head into 2032, where we will have Ollie Behrman and what you call him in the seat, and Joseph Sepulveda as a reserve. But I think what we'll do, just so that we remember before we leave, is we will do the practice session of Ollie Behrman in Verstappen's seat, just so that we remember. Because I may come back and forget, so, you know, let's try and not forget.
Our F1 season brings us to Brazil for the Sao Paulo Grand Prix. Better known simply as Interlagos, Romo Jose Carlos Pache sits between two lakes here in Sao Paulo.
But anyway, rain on the Friday. We're gonna put Behrman in Verstappen's car. Let's fire the car parts. The bad car parts on the car as well here. I think you can get away with 3% ERS in practice 1. I think you can get away with 2% gearbox as well. It is just practice 1 after all. And then 1% is a bit stretching it. But yeah, did Ollie get good running there? Well, he did get running, but only 20 laps due to probably the gearbox playing up, I would say. But hopefully that should help Ollie with some development being in FP1. And let's see now.
Continues. Here we are now at qualifying.
As I think that is going to be it for me tonight, chat. I'm just going to put the right parts in the car for Brazil. We're just going to put the best parts in the car before we head into qualifying next time out. But if you have enjoyed, please drop a follow. I'll be back tomorrow for some WHF Tier 1 in the Netherlands, where I'll be trying to win. And when I say win, I mean like P6 at like very, very best. Like P6 if I'm doing an absolute madness. If I get higher than P6, it's like nosebleed territory. But if you have enjoyed, please drop a follow. I'm gonna now where are we? This channel, who are doing a league race around Sean's home of Singapore. So make sure to drop them a follow on your way out. But if you have enjoyed, I'll be back tomorrow. WHF Tier 1, that is some league racing. But if you have enjoyed, please follow. I've been WHFRO. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.